I'll make it all come true.
Hey, it's me, Sauce Spiller here, back again with another brand new Call of Duty Mobile video. And in today's video, we have the long-awaited top 5 assault rifles inside of the ranked game mode in Call of Duty Mobile. Now, you guys know that I usually do this after every significant balance update towards the guns. The last time I actually made a top 5 assault rifles video was March 31st, and this video is being uploaded on May 8th. So that's over a month ago since I made a video discussing the top 5 assault rifles in the game, and since that last video we received a number of balance updates. So without any further ado, let's get into the top 5 assault rifles in Call of Duty Mobile. All right, so coming in at that number 5 spot, we have a gun that previously I didn't expect to get on the list. But after using it after the most recent update, the balance changes towards this gun were actually kind of favorable. It is none other than the HVK. Now, this gun was added around about a month and a half ago, and as soon as it came out, it was one of the guns that everyone wanted their hands on. You could actually get it for free inside the game by completing challenges, so everyone got to use this gun from the start of its release, which was actually really good of Call of Duty Mobile to do that, and I feel like they're going to be doing that throughout the game's life cycle going on. Either way, the HVK is a fast-firing, close-range assault rifle that doesn't have that much recoil if you put the foregrip on it. I actually really enjoy using this gun inside of ranked because it keeps the tempo and the pace of the game really, really high, and it's great for my viewers if they want to watch me play super fast-paced instead of kind of holding ground and staying back. Either way, effectiveness of Prime, which is obviously the close-range encounters with this gun, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. The only reason that it's not higher on the scale is because there's other guns on this list that are better than it close range, so I couldn't give it anything above an 8, but it's well deserving of that 8. Versatility, I would also give it an 8. So that gives it a 16 out of 20 on the Fergometer of best guns for the assault rifle category. It's good short, it's good close range, medium range, and it's pretty damn decent long range as well, as long as you have that grip on it. So with that being said, let's get into the number 4 spot. But before we get into the number 4 spot, I'm just gonna remind you guys that we are on the road to 1 million subscribers. That's right, 1 million subscribers. So if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, help me get to my childhood dream of reaching 1 million. That would be absolutely fantastic. Please do it. Thanks a lot. Okay, so coming in at the number 4 spot, it is none other than the coolest looking gun in the game when it has its skin on, the KN-44. This gun is so versatile. I didn't even realize how good and how well this gun performs at all ranges until a couple of days ago. Like, I always liked the gun, but I never really give it a chance and used it for an entire stream. And then I used it for an entire stream and off stream, and it is just fantastic. It's so good. The versatility on this is magnificent. I love using this gun. Some people may even say that I have kind of got a fetish for the skin that comes with the gun, which was the Dream Crystal. However, I know that some of you guys use the free version as well. The gun that I would see that's most comparable to the KN would probably be the M4. It's got low recoil, pretty decent damage, and average fire rate. So if you don't have the KN, the M4 is probably your best bet as a counterpart. Either way, back to the KN. Versatility, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 9 out of 10. Fantastic. Great medium range, great long range because the recoil is low, especially if you have a grip on that bad boy. Close range, it's a little bit harder to kill. It's still very, very good. Unfortunately, there's guns on this list that just completely destroy at close range, so I couldn't give it a perfect score for versatility. Effectiveness of its prime, I would give it an 8, which means that it gets a 17 out of 20 on the top 5 gun Fergometer. It's a great gun, and I definitely advise you guys to use it if you haven't used it and have it already. Moving on to number 3 on the list, we have none other than the ASM-10. Now, this may be surprising towards you guys because the ASM-10 had previously been the number 1 best assault rifle inside of the game, but unfortunately, it did get a nerf recently, and there's other guns that got buffs that are just better than it. Another counterpart to this gun would actually be the Man of War, which is a pretty similar gun, except the Man of War just has a much higher recoil. I mean, it skyrockets up to the moon every time you shoot that thing beyond the first 5 bullets. So that's why the Man of War was not on this list. The ASM-10 is still actually the fastest killing close range assault rifle inside of Call of Duty Mobile, which is why I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 for effectiveness of prime. It's literally the best assault rifle for close range encounters. However, if you do miss those shots and you're not accurate, it is very, very bad. For those people who are only coming into Call of Duty Mobile maybe in the past month or so and are really new to the mobile game genre of shooters, I wouldn't advise using this gun just because the skill cap is kind of higher than the rest of the guns on this list, just because it shoots so slow. And guns that shoot slow that you have to be more accurate with are not going to be well suited to those who have just really kind of got into the shooting genre on mobile. However, versatility, it's good close, it's good medium, it drops off pretty drastically long range. So I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10, which is actually exactly identical to the KN-44, giving it a 17 out of 20 rating. But the reason why it's ahead of the KN-44 in this list is just because of how effective it is close range. Like, it has a dominant range over all ARs in the close range area, whereas the KN's just kind of a good gun overall. All right, now moving into the number 2 spot. Before we get into it, I'd like to give a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsor for today is myself. Yep, I have an Instagram. If you want to follow it, it's called iFergYT. Links in the description, or you can just type in iFergYT onto Instagram. We're about to hit 100,000 followers on there, so go check it out. Oh, wow. Thank you for sponsoring today's video, iFergYT Instagram. No problem, bro. Either way, now we got that out of the way. Number 2 is the BK57. This gun is cracked. It is insane. It is dominant. It's unbelievable. I love the BK57. I can't believe the first time that I picked this gun up after its buff, I said I didn't enjoy using it. It is so good. How wrong was I to think that this gun would not be great? It is unbelievably amazing. Its effectiveness of prime is definitely medium to long range. It does drop off a little bit in the close range encounter, but because it shoots relatively fast, it's still pretty useful there. So for versatility, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10. And for effectiveness of prime, which is that medium to long range, I would have to give it a 9 out of 10 as well, leading it on to be second in our list for overall score with a solid 18 out of 20 in the Fergometer of top 5 assault rifles. This gun can shred people across the map, literally destroy them. It has basically no recoil, especially if you have a grip on it. But you don't need to put a grip on this gun. Let me be clear. It is not a gun that needs a grip, similar to that of the KN-44. I mean, you can put it on, but you don't need to. You guys are probably wondering right now, Ferg, what is number 1? How could anything be better than number 2? Well, because this gun is about to be released for free, at least that's what it seems like inside of the game files, because there is over 7 skins with this gun in the game files. The number 1 spot is none other than the HBR. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I never thought I would let this gun be number 1 because it has taken so long for it to be released to the public for free. But because there has been so many leaks, and because the Moonshot gun skin for the Chickum just came out, and there's a Moonshot gun skin for the HBR, and then they already confirmed that they're bringing all the guns out for free, I felt like it was the right time to tell you guys that, yeah, this gun is still the best. I mean, it got a slight aim-in speed nerf, but if you don't have a scope on it, it's still incredibly quick to aim down the sight. It is one of the best close-range assault rifles in the game. I think it's pretty much tied as the second best assault rifle close range in terms of damage per second. I mean, the Man of War, the ASM-10, and the HBR are pretty much all the same. They just shoot at different speeds and have different damages, but for time to kill, if you hit every single shot, they're about 20 milliseconds away from from each other, which is pretty much nothing. Now, the HBR actually shoots super fast, so you don't need to worry about missing a shot here and there because you'll be spraying that thing anyway. The effectiveness of prime of this weapon, which is the close to medium range, is a 10 out of 10. It is phenomenal. I love using this gun. Unbelievable gun. Its versatility, I cannot think of a range where I wouldn't want to use my HBR. Unless you were standing across the map with a sniper rifle and I was shooting at you with the HBR, maybe then I would not want to be using it. But other than trying to snipe a sniper across the map with it, I really can't think of an area or a position or a range where I wouldn't want to have the HBR in my hands. It is just amazing. So versatility is a 10 out of 10. That makes it the only gun on this list to reach the perfect score in the Fergometer top 5 guns of 20 out of 20. I love this gun. It's a fantastic weapon. It's unbelievable. If anyone tells me otherwise, I'm sorry, but Donald Trump said it best. You're wrong. So the only honorable mention inside of this video is the LK24. It's pretty much like a worse version of the KN44, the BK57, and of course the HBR. It's a decent gun. I mean, it's a gun you could give some games to, have a little bit of fun with it, but for the most part, it's pretty damn average. There's not really a prime of this gun that stands out to me. It's just fairly decent throughout all ranges. So for effectiveness of prime, we'll give it a 7, and for versatility, we'll give it an 8. It's not deserving to be on this top 5 list, but it's still a gun that you might want to try out. So that about wraps up the top 5 best assault rifles for the brand new balance update inside of Call of Duty Mobile. This knowledge is best used for the ranked playlist because if you're playing public match, you can basically use any kind of gun you want and get away with it. Either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see the top 5 guns in general list, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel to help me reach 1 million subscribers, please, and turn on those notifications if you want to be notified when I upload a brand new video because I do so here every single day. With that being said, and without further ado, I love you all and let's roll the outro. Bye!